juvenile football. Okay. Mr. President, after taking the roll call and the attendance, I wish to inform you and Congress that with 118 members of the total membership of Congress present, Congress is duly constituted to do business in accordance with Article 26 of the GFA statutes. Mr. President, therefore, Congress has been duly convened and composed in accordance with the statutes, and we can carry on with business. Thank you.
Thank you very much, General Secretary. Happy about the huge attendance today. We go to the next line on the agenda for us, which is the approval of the agenda for today's business. As far as I'm concerned, the agenda was part of the entire convocation document that was sent. We didn't have any contrary contributions to the agenda, and therefore we consider the agenda as approved. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, at this juncture, I would invite you to give your address to Congress.
The Vice President of the Football Association, colleague members of the Executive Council here in present, former Vice President of the Football Association, Mr. Fred Papo, former Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Justice Enim Yeboah, former Chairman of our own Football Association, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. I hope I got it right today. Thank you very much. Our living legends here in present, with the permission of the House, I'll mention the faces that I see here. I see Mohammed Ahmed Polo. Where is he? Where is he? Can we give it to him, please? The golden boy, Abdul Razak, is here. The Lord of the Green Turf, Samuel Opokunti, is here. Former Captain John Mensah, thank you for coming. Former captain of our Black Queens, she led Ghana to the first World Cup. She was part of the team in 1999, Ajua Bayo, thank you for coming. Alhaji Ibrahim Sunday, thank you for coming. Where is he? the former Deputy General Secretary of the Confederation of African Football, Tony Bafo. Thank you for coming. Club CEOs from the Premier League, from the Women's Premier League, from the Division 1 League, all our 10 RFA offices represented by the leadership, the RFA chairman, the executive director for the West African Football Zone B, Mr. Felipe. Thank you for coming. Former Deputy General Secretary of our Football Association, Emmanuel Jima. Thank you for coming. Can we give it to him, please? Former Technical Director of our Football Association, Mr. Francis Nyameba Oti Akentin. Thank you for coming. I can see also the current head coach of our Black Stars, Nana Otto Ado. Thank you for coming. Where are you? They want to see you. Can we give it to him, please? Thank you for coming. I hope I've not left somebody out. The man with the Sputnik shot, Mohamed Gago. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. My colleagues from all our clubs, my colleagues from our constituent bodies here and present, my colleagues and the ever supportive friends from the media, good morning one more time. Good morning and good afternoon. Indeed, I am very much honored to welcome you to the 30th Ordinary Congress of your own football association, which I'm humbly proud to lead as your president. Indeed, today marks a significant milestone in our journey towards football excellence. This is happily so because for the first time in our history as a football association, we have held a 2-day Congress program commencing with a shared living experience at a massively transformed Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence located here in Prampram. As I begin my address today, I would also want to take or pay respect to all departed heroes of our dear Football Association. Can we be up and standing for a minute silence, please? Just to mention a few, in the year gone past, former captain of our Black Stars, Aule Kwe Sr., Coach Oko Ayi, Papa Akun, Joe Debra, Robert Eshen, Kweku Minta, Hans Kofi, William Esso, and Ricky Roy Romeo, amongst many others. May their souls and the souls of all the faithful departed, may they rest in perfect peace. Thank you. I would also, with your indulgence, say thank you, just like I did in Kumasi, to all preceding leaders of this dear association. For all the past presidents who have served us, who sacrificed their lives, their passion, their investment, their time for the growth of Ghana football. If they had not created that pathway, I doubt if I would be standing before you to address this amazing family. On behalf of the Executive Council, I say thank you to all our past presidents and chairmen, the last being Dr. Kofi Amwa. Thank you to all of them. Thank you. Again, let me say thank you to my ESCO for all the support over the 12 months. It's been 12 months of hard work, 12 months of thinking outside the box, 12 months of thinking about how to improve the passion of our nation. But for their support, I am not sure would have arrived at where we are today. To the Vice President, the entire ESCO, I'm very grateful. Thank you. To my hardworking staff, led by the General Secretary, all the staff at the headquarters, the staff here in Prampram, the staff at the technical hub at the airport residential area, and our staff in all the 10 regional offices. Thank you for your sacrifices over the past 12 months. Can we give it to them all, please? Fellow colleagues, we have themed today's Congress, winning the 12th man, fixing the fundamentals, and consolidating our gains. Winning the 12th man, fixing the fundamentals, and consolidating our gains. This is in recognition of our responsibility to make our game attractive for the fans of football, without whose patronage our game is meaningless. For it is these very fans who throne our match venues and consume the products and services we offer. We certainly owe it to our beautiful game to continue our efforts to make the game attractive to our fans and all stakeholders. Hence the theme for this year's Congress, winning the 12th man, fixing the fundamentals, and most importantly, consolidating our gains over the past 12 months. Our actions and activities throughout the next operating year and hereafter shall have a heightened focus on sustaining our appeal to our beloved fans of Ghana football. Vice President, Congressmen and women, the past 12 months have been very, very eventful. The past 12 months have seen us fulfill a lot of the things I spoke about at our last Congress in Kumasi months ago. We have also seen 12 months of strategic but systematic support for our football clubs. Indeed, the past 12 months has also offered us in identifying more need areas of our football ecosystem. Indeed, over the past 12 months, we have charted a pathway of respecting and living by the tenets of good corporate governance, transparency, and accountability. And I'm very happy to report to Congress that these have elevated Ghana in the eyes of FIFA and, of course, led the FA successfully assessing merit-based support from FIFA. Indeed, part of this recognition led to my last engagement with President Gianni Infantino in Paris. Ghana football is certainly on the rise. My colleagues, the next 12 months will offer all of us the chance to consolidate the gains we have made and to continue on our transformative pathway of growth of our game on all fronts. I cannot continue my speech without highlighting some of the good things that we achieved. In the past season, a number of our national teams and clubs distinguished themselves, and it's only proper that we recognize those achievements as such an amazing platform, which is our Congress. Midima Sporting Club went to the group stage of the Champions League. I echo to Midima for your performance. That was the first time in 20 years that a Ghanaian club had found itself to the group stage of the Confederation of African Football's Champions League. Again, I echo. Alongside Midima was Dreams Football Club, went all the way to the semi-finals of the Confederations Cup. Can we give it to Dreams FC, please? The last time a Ghanaian club found itself in the semi-finals of the Confederations Cup was in the year 2004. And Dreams FC made that history for us. Aiko. Let me also say congratulations to our Black Princesses. They won the Waffle Tournament and they won the All African Games Gold. And currently they are in Colombia for the U20 Girls World Cup. Again, our national U20 boys won the All African Games Gold. And futsal, our national team qualified for the AFCON for the first time in 28 years. I would also want to use this opportunity to say kudos to Samatex Football Club, emerging deserving champions of our Premier League. Can we give it to them, please? Also to Instratreman Football Club for emerging as FA Cup champions. And also to welcome Holy Stars, Vision FC, Young Apostles, all from the Division 1 League to the GPL, Akwaba. I almost forgot that the last time the Black Queens made it to the WAFCON was in the year 2018, and the Black Queens have qualified to the next WAFCON. Aiko. In saying this, let me also say that some of our teams have failed. Again, we were unsuccessful with our U17 boys, and that is a task that confronts all of us. And as an FA, we need to find a way to bring our twinkle, twinkle, little starlets back to where they deserve. Like I said earlier, I also want to use this opportunity to say Aiko to all the clubs who have gained promotion from the regional leagues to the DOL and to the Women's Premier League. Aiko. Congressmen and women, we have successfully run all our domestic competitions, both regular and off-season, for the 5th consecutive season without major challenges. These competitions include our GPL, our WPL, our Division 1 League, our FA Cup, both boys and girls, and of course, our off-season tournaments. We have identified areas for improvement along the way, and indeed, our domestic competitions have seen tremendous growth. Obviously, here I'm talking about the GPL, like I said, the Division 1 League and the Women's Premier League. I'm very happy to report to Congress that the Football Association have made do with our promise of all the prize monies that we penciled out before the start of the competition. So we have paid all the prize monies to Samatex, Accra Lions, Brekum Chelsea, Instrateman, Adriana Stars, Asante Kotoko, Midiema Nations, Bechem United, and Dreams Football Club in that order, from the 1st position to the 10th position on the league log. We have also paid monies or prize monies to deserving winners in our Division 1 League, Young Apostles, Techiman Heroes, Victory Club Warriors, Baseke Holy Stars, New Edibiase, Cape Coast Ebusian Adrials, Vision FC, Oko United, and Hoho United. Others who have received their prize monies include Hazakes Ladies, Ampem Dakwa, again Instrateman FC, Tanobo Fokwa, Army ladies, police ladies, Vision FC for the off-season Super Cup, Okwawu United, Young Apostles, and the following RFAs have also received bonuses for the sterling performance of their U17 boys team in the recently held KGL Under-17 tournament. Western Region, Eastern, Northern Region, and Volta Region. In total, the FA has paid out 2,006,000 Ghana cedis in prize monies. As a human endeavor, did I get the figure wrong? 2,006,000. Thank you. 2 million, at least they will say 2 million. As a human endeavor, it's always important for us to seek avenues for continuous improvement in not only the products, but also how our products are delivered. We have made strides in our national team's performance, like I said earlier, with the qualifications to the WAFCON, to the AFCON itself, and at the moment, we are in a good position in our determination to qualify to the World Cup. Again, our U20 boys and girls, like I said earlier, won gold at the All African Games. We have made strategic investments in our Gadaman Soccer Center of Excellence, where we gather here today, as well as our Rage headquarters and our Winkongo Tenka Center in the Upper East, which currently accommodates our first ever elite football academy. We have continued to deliver on the commitments that the Executive Council, through my address at the previous Congress in Kumasi, made to our members. These include the support in equipment such as footballs to all levels of the Ghanaian game and provision of cash and fuel support, the subventions to our RFAs, amongst others. We have also invested heavily in capacity building, training over 1,500 coaches, leading to the acquisition of licenses across all categories, from D to B, whilst also building up our existing list of referees and training about 1,600 young talents under the unique Cut Them Young refereeing policy. Colleagues, we have also introduced new initiatives such as the Elite National U15 Girls Challenge Cup, in line with FIFA's talent development scheme to develop talents at a very young age. Now, I want to speak about the work of the GFA Foundation. Through the GFA Foundation, we have strategically engaged with our communities, leading to the establishment and commencement of our innovative landmark GFA Foundation Ghana Prisons project. Also, our participation in Green Ghana Day and our continuation of our life-saving blood donation campaign this year, executed in partnership with the Greater Accra Regional Hospital located in Ridge, Accra. Administratively, at the moment, we have the following fully functional departments at the headquarters. The underlining word is fully functional departments at the headquarters. National Teams Department, for the first time, we have a staff size of 7. Communications Department, the Human Resource Department, the Legal Department, Competitions Department, Integrity, Club Licensing, Technical Directorate, Finance Department, Refereeing Department, Marketing, Business Development, the GFA Foundation, and the RFA's Coordinating Unit. I'm very happy to report to Congress that the efficiency that is currently being experienced at the FA is as a result of the above, and I'm very grateful to all the heads of these departments for their work rendered to football. Thank you. My dear members of Congress, I'm happy to announce that we have religiously followed our plans as announced at the last Congress in Kumasi in July of last year. And I'm very happy to again to announce that our intention is to continue with all the strategic but transformational support we offered our clubs last year. We need to look forward. We recognize that our game has areas for improvement, and the Executive Council and my good self are committed to addressing all the identified problems in our football ecosystem. Indeed, our focus for the next 12 months will be, like I said earlier, on consolidating our gains and addressing identified weaknesses as we work to successfully win the 12-man. The 12-man is the fun, our supporter, your supporter. Our key objectives for the year would include the following: bring back the 12-man, that's our fans, by creating an attractive product and enhancing fan engagement, focusing on youth development through initiatives like the Interdistrict U15 and U17 festivals, continue to invest in referees through training and development programs, improving coach education, and of course, enhancing engagement with all key stakeholders to foster a sense of unity and cooperation. To achieve these objectives, we will implement various strategies, including enhancing club licensing standards to ensure compliance with CAF and FIFA regulations, investing in marketing and promotions to increase visibility and attract new fans, introducing new TV and radio partnerships to expand our reach, enhancing security arrangements at games to ensure safety and security, and implementing mandatory pre- and post-match press conferences at all levels in the top 3 of our football system. We will continue to invest in our infrastructure, including the commencement of the construction of a 40-bed ultra-modern accommodation facility over here in Gadaman. If you remember, if you were here yesterday, you were part grass pitches through the kind courtesy of FIFA. Let me talk a bit about Division 1 League. The FA is very much concerned or very much interested in the growth of our Division 1 League, and will thus repeat, like I said earlier, all the support we offered the league last season. This would include, obviously, complete absorption of all referee fees, 30 football booths per club, 30 footballs per club, support from Melcom, support of cash from Access Bank, and fuel support from Goil Ghana. We also aim to add value to the Division 1 League by finding a new TV partner to put our Division 1 League on TV, and this will happen. For the Women's Premier League, we will repeat all the support we offered you, so don't worry. Everything will be repeated. Thank you. Let me also use this platform to say that our partnership with BetPower is in full force. We saw the commissioning of the new AstroTurf. At the minute, we're engaging BetPower to support us in other areas. What I can also say for a fact is that the locker room bonus will stay. We are currently also engaging them to include players from our Women's Premier League. So expect some good announcements very, very soon. All the support we offered our RFAs will be repeated this year. So don't worry. We say football is all about balls, to quote our General Secretary. Football is all about balls. Is that not true? Is that not true? Football is all about balls. So our strategic plan to collaborate with FIFA to invest $100,000 in the purchase of footballs for grassroots football development will be repeated. In the same line, we will also again invest $100,000 in the purchase of footballs for our coast clubs again this year. Let me speak about capacity building for Women Division 1. It is an area that has not received a lot of attention. And like you may have followed, we are already investing $43,000 in capacity building to train administrators at the Women Division 1 level. So I already spoke about Prampram, and I'm sure today or from yesterday, when you walk through the main gate, you realize that Prampram is indeed changing. You remember I stood on the floor of Congress in Kumasi, and I did promise that we'll make the right levels of investment in this facility to bring the facility to a level that would accommodate all our national teams and all of us. Yesterday, all of us slept here in Prampram to have an experience. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your trust. Like I did say, we will continue to invest in this property, in this facility, to be what we all want it to be. Let me go back to Upper East, our technical center in Winkonko. Dear congressmen and women, the second phase of our development of the technical center in Upper East has started. The first phase had to do with securing the land and the investment in the construction of the AstroTurf. This has been executed, like you know already. The second phase involves the construction of changing rooms for players and officials, and also the construction of offices. This has also started in the Upper East. In Kumasi, I spoke about our new bus acquisition strategy. And just like I promised in Kumasi, the first 13 buses have arrived in Ghana. We've had problems clearing those buses from the port. We've sought support from government. We hope the support will come. But our promise remains the same. We will deliver the buses to our 9 Division 1 clubs and our 4 Women Premier League clubs very soon. So in the coming season, again, we will have 5 buses on offering. 3 to the Division 1 League and 2 to the Women's Premier League as part of the prizes. Now, I want to talk about youth football. And I term this power to the youth. If we want to make money, we have to invest in the youth. If we want to see exciting players like Golden Boy, Ibrahim Sunday, John Mensah, and the likes, Tony Baffo, we have to invest in the youth. So in the next 12 months, I'm saying power to the youth. And our intention is to invest in youth football. Here, I'm talking about both boys and girls. In our local palace, I'm talking about Coles football. Thank you very much. So the FA is very much interested in offering opportunities, offering services, offering trainings that will enhance the development of Coles football from U13, U15, and U17. Already, we announced free registration of the first 30 Coles players in each age category from 13 years, 15 years, and 17 years, making it a total of 90 players per club, registration free. We've already started the free training for Coles coaches across the country, and this strategy will be rolled out for the next 3 years. We're also going to offer free media trainings at the district level for all our DFAs, media officers. Also, trainings for administrators at the district level, free of charge. And most importantly, we're going to offer first aid training at the district and at the regional football association level, free of charge. As part of the strategy codenamed Power to the Youth, we intend to encourage our clubs in the Premier League, in the Division 1 League, and in the Women's Premier League to pay attention to young players. It is therefore critical for all of us who invest in football to understand the need to invest more in the youth when it comes to football. We will therefore be looking at instituting policies that support clubs to develop talent in a very, very competitive way. Beginning in the season 2025-2026, 2025 and 2026, 2025 and 2026, we'll be looking at introducing a policy where each Premier League club will have a minimum of 4 players who will be under 19 in your match day squads. For the Division 1 League, we'll be looking at a policy of each match day squad having a minimum of 6 U19 players in your match day squad, with 3 starting. At the Division 2 level, we are looking at each Division 2 match day squad having a minimum of 8 U19 players in your match day squad, with at least 4 starting from, of course, 4 starting each game. Women's Premier League. I think this is a topic we've already discussed among ourselves. From 2025-2026 football season, we're going to introduce age capping at the women's level. So for Women's Premier League, all players must be age 20 and above. For the Women Division 1, must be 18 or 19 years to play in the Women's Division 1. What that means is that automatically we will succeed in creating juvenile leagues for our girls, U15, U16, U17. These policies will start season commencing 2025-2026 football season. I stand here as the chairman of the National Juvenile Committee, and I'm here preaching power to the youth. I'm interested in coast football, boys and girls. So I appeal to my ESCO to support me in investing a lot more money in coast football. So we will start slowly, gradually, but progressively we would increase our investments in coast football. So for the upcoming season, each regional coast champion will receive a prize money of 10,000 Ghana cedis, 1 set of Gsce, and 10 footballs. For the U17 level, at the U15 level, we'll repeat the same prize money. 10,000 Ghana cedis, 1 set of Gsce, and 10 footballs. And we will repeat same for U13 championship. The champion in each region will receive 10,000 Ghana cedis, a set of jerseys, and 10 footballs. We will repeat same in all the regions who are currently running U15 Girls Championship. Women's Division 1 needs attention. And already I have spoken about the capacity building, the resources we are investing to improve capacity. And it's also important that we reward the champions from each of the 10 regions. Again, 10,000 Ghana cedis to the winner, 10 footballs, and 1 set of Gsce. Power to the youth. Now, talking about youth football, the GFA has already started our elite academies. The first one is currently up in the Upper East. All the students there are being trained using our established DNA. Currently, we have 27 boys and 16 girls as the first group of students in our academy in the Upper East. We expect the second group to join very, very soon. We expect to open the next 2 GFA Elite Academies in the Ashanti region and in the Greater Accra region before this year rolls out. The same strategy will be replicated in each of the 7 remaining football regions. Power to the youth. Before I speak about some ideas that we have in our attempt to promote or to develop our domestic game, let me say that I am very happy that our beach soccer is gradually getting to the level that we all wish. Qualification to the AFCON is key. And I want to say kudos to all the leadership of our subcommittee managing beach soccer, and we wish the team very well in the upcoming AFCON competition. Can we give it to them, please? Now, all of us here are involved in domestic football, club football, and it's important we push the notch higher in our attempt to make our sport more interesting, more attractive to our direct consumers. As an FA, we want to take the lead. And I'm going to run through some of the key ideas we have. And with your support, I believe, intent, all members of the council this morning signed integrity declaration forms which bind us to uphold the tenets of integrity in our game at all times. By this example, all persons working in member bodies and affiliates of the Football Association, including football players, shall be enjoined to sign similar integrity declaration forms before the start of this football season. It is mandatory. This is imperative and shall be strictly enforced. If you don't sign, you will not play football in our country. If you don't sign, you will not play. Simple. Second strategy, war against illegal betting. Betting is a word that exists. And once exists, it is presumed it is close to us. And it's very, very important for all of us to find creative ways of identifying this danger and nibbling this danger in the bud. It's also important to say that betting companies have become key partners in the development of football, not only in Ghana, across the globe. They bring in money. And it's very, very important for all of us to find legal ways of coexisting. It's pertinent to also state that the GFA has not licensed any betting company to take odds on our games. We intend to take betting companies placing odds on our games head on. No betting company in Ghana has been licensed by the Football Association of Ghana to take odds on our games. And we are going to empower our legal department, working with all the legal brains to confront this issue head on. It is time for us to act. It is time for us to ensure that we respect each other's space. If you're a betting company, we respect your space. You also have to respect the football space. It is not okay for betting companies to continuously feed on our football. It is also not okay for us who own the football products to be poor when others are feeding on our products. It is time to say no to such companies. And in saying no, I am saying that we are also open to do it the legal way. We will invite betting companies who are serious in being good partners with the Football Association to come forward and to speak to us. At the end, they're taking the odds on our games, on your businesses. At the moment, no betting company is allowed to take odds on our domestic leagues. Finito. At this moment, let me welcome my brother, my friend, Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf Akwaba. Can we do it better, please? Now let me go to the next point. Club licensing standards. Based on requirements put forward by CAF and FIFA, it has become clear that standards in Ghana by way of club licensing must be improved. This is the truth that confronts all of us, and is the truth we have to accept. This will indeed reflect positively on the Ghana football brand and their will and our determination to deliver good footballing products. Marketing and promotion. with an S, in to view its investments in national teams as an investment for social impact rather than commercial undertaking. We will therefore recommend the following. Government to provide the GFA with seed funding per year to help us implement our women and men's football strategy, especially at the grassroots level. The establishment of dedicated funding for sports and football has always been a topic. Indeed, it is something I know is dear to the heart of our sector minister. But it has come even much clearer that without dedicated source of funding for football, our industry will struggle. Many a time, companies who have sponsored various products of the FA have lamented the absence of attractive incentives as a way of motivating them to commit more resources to support the development of the game in Ghana. Our recommendation is very simple, that existing legislative framework for motivating corporate support for football be proactively activated and implemented. Further to that, more tax waivers on resources spent on football be urgently considered, passed into law, and operationalized. This could include tax holiday for any company that invests money directly into football. Review of policy on taxation of items imported for use by national teams. Items imported by the Football Association or donated for use by national teams and for grassroots football development have been taxed over time. This matter has been heightened on several occasions for appropriate action to be taken, but it still remains outstanding. Clearly, the football industry will be happy if action is taken on this. Alcoholic beverage sponsorship of football. The current regulatory regime does not permit alcoholic beverage brands to sponsor football products. For example, Guinness, Ghana, as an example. This is against the fact that the biggest football product in Europe, which is the Champions League, is heavily consumed in Ghana by our youth and sponsored by Guinness, Heineken. Clearly, our industry needs this source of inflow into our game. And we'll be happy if the laws that is prohibiting this to happen is fixed for us. Payment of 17.5% VAT on football revenue. As we speak, congressmen and women, football clubs, all of you here are charged 17.5% on VAT, true or false? Whilst other industries, including conventional entertainment, pay a flat rate of 3%. It is our request that football and football clubs, just like other entertainment providers, are levied the flat rate of 3% to give our clubs opportunities to also build our capacities. We will also be happy, grassroots football development, that there's a clear policy that aims at compulsory introduction of football competitions at all school levels, from the primary school to the universities, and this must be funded by the government. I'm repeating this. A compulsory introduction of football competitions at all school levels, from the primary school to the university. A clear policy of support for football clubs who represent Ghana in CAF organized competitions. In saying this, let me be quick to say that the ministry led by the sector minister have been supportive of clubs who participated in the Confederation of African Football, the CAF competitions over time. What we are asking is a clear policy. The last issue I want to speak about, obviously, is tax exemptions on football goods, like I said earlier, used by our national teams, and of course, by our football association. The last idea I want to share is the direct financial support grants to football clubs. And I'm happy already that is in the public space. And I'm sure when Honorable Minister picks up the space here, he will re-echo that fact. That just like it happens or is happening in Togo, in Benin, in the Ivory Coast, football clubs are directly supported with grants. And Ghana should be considered as such. Vice President of the FA, Honorable Minister of Sports, distinguished guests, I started my speech by talking about bringing the 12th man back. Indeed, football without the fan, who is our 12th man, is no football. And football with a 12th man provides the most attractive product you can commercially dream about. This is why the FA will, in the coming season, work with each one of you, and I mean each one of you, to win back the 12th man of our football. Our primary responsibility would include to roll out strategies to bring in new funds, make current funds happy for them to stay, and make passive funds more active. Vice President of the FA, I will not conclude my session without saying thank you to our numerous sponsors and partners whose contributions have ensured that football is alive and we are staying active in the business of football. With your support, let me say thank you to KGL Group. Can we give it to them, please? To Bed Power for their continuous support. MTN Ghana for their support. Goyle Ghana for their support. 5-Star Energy Drink for their support. Yes, Raisa and Wani Lily. Lily for their support. Thanks to the CEO, Mr. Hussein. Flora Ghana for your support. Decathlon, NASCO, Malta Guinness, Max TV for your support. Access Bank, Melcom Ghana. Can we give it to them, please? Can we do it? Can we do it? They deserve it. Vice President, Honorable Minister of Sports, distinguished guests, I would like to express my gratitude, like I said, to our sponsors, our partners, and our stakeholders for their unwavering support. Your contributions has been instrumental in our progress, and indeed, we look forward to a continued collaboration with you as we proceed with the goal of making Ghana football great again. As all of us enter this new operating year, I'll urge all stakeholders to remain committed to our shared vision. Let us work together to bring football, the passion of the nation, to the level desired by our passionate 12th man, the fan. With your permission, kindly allow me to quote from Nelson Mandela, the big freedom fighter and the first elected black president of the Republic of South Africa, who remains an icon for every African leader. And I quote, "Sport, football, has the power to change the world. It has the power to unite in a way that little else does." Unquote. Football has the power to change the world. It has the power, indeed, to unite in a way that little else does. Football has the power to change the world. And our football has the power to change Ghana. Drawing on these words of wisdom from Nelson Mandela, I believe in all my heart that Ghana football, like I said, has the power to change our beloved nation. It has the power to unite our people in a way that few other pursuits can. Quote and unquote. As we get ready to go into the new season, it is my hope, it is my prayer that all of us will stand as a family, shared in a common vision to deliver football the way football has to be delivered. I have always said that to deliver football the way we want would always be tough, will always be rough, but when we stay together as a family, we will always cross those tough moments. I want to thank Chief Justice, former, for coming. Former Chairman of the FA, Dr. Nyao Tamaklo, for coming. This is special thanks. It's for a good reason. Together, let us all look forward to our new season with hope, with positive energy, with a sense of belonging to one family, with a vision to deliver football, and most importantly, with an avowed commitment to protect the integrity of our sport. Thank you. Okay, hello. Thank you very much. I'm sure some of you may be thirsty. Just grab a bottle of water, cool your thirst, so we can continue with the business for the day. I think so far it's been good. We go to item 6 on the agenda, which will be the appointment of members to check the minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We have 3 nominees selected from the membership of Congress to help us check the minutes as per item 6 on the agenda. They are from Division 1, Mr. Michael Odro from Nagod FC, Madam Evelyn Isiansari from Azakes Ladies, and Nana Kwame from Okwao United. Thank you very much. For item 7, the appointment of scrutineers, we have 3 persons from the membership of Congress. We have Mr. Clinton Asensu from Legon City FC, Mr. Edmond Aka from FC Samates 1996, and Mr. Stephen Apia from Park Academy. Thank you very much. We move to item 8 on the agenda. That's approval of the minutes of the preceding Congress. That's the Congress held in Kumasi. The minutes have been shared in the convocation sent to all members of Congress. We've not received any comments from the membership of Congress, Mr. President. So it is deemed approved by members of Congress. Mr. President, this takes us to item 9, which is the activity report containing the activities since the last Congress by the General Secretary. This is from the Congress held in Kumasi right up to today, the activities. We said we would deliver it by video presentation. So please, let's have the video playing. Thank you.
The Ghana Football Association, under the leadership of the President, Ket Edwin Simeon Okreku, has seen significant improvement over the last 5 years. Major improvements have been seen across several facets of Ghana football, including infrastructure, women's football, referee, coaching education, clubs capacity building, youth development, and community engagement.
I have said on numerous platforms
The Ghana Football Association, under the leadership of the President, Ket Edwin Simeon Okreku, has seen significant improvement over the last 5 years. Major improvements have been seen across several facets of Ghana football, including infrastructure, women's football, referee, coaching education, clubs capacity building, youth development, and community engagement.
I have said on numerous platforms that the best way for us to improve our sport is for those of us in leadership positions to create avenues and platforms for people within football and sports to exchange knowledge, to learn, and to give.
The Ghana Football Association Communications Department presents this comprehensive review of the 2023-2024 football season, highlighting key development and achievement over the last financial year. Elections. The period immediately after the Kumasi Congress was heavily dominated by activities related to the pending elections of a new president and executive council for the association. The main elective congress of the association was held in Tamale on the 5th of October 2023.
As the electoral commissioner, I declare Mr. Okreku president-elect of the GFA.
Gladly today, you have kept the faith in my good self and my other colleagues to continue. I know I made a lot of good friends. At the same time, I also know I made enemies. For all of us who love football, who have been on this journey together, who I may have offended in one way or the other, I say I'm sorry. I've always said that the road ahead of us will never be easy and will never be smooth, but we will get there.
After the dust of the entire electoral process had settled, President Ket Edwin Simeon Okreku was re-elected as president of the Ghana Football Association, with a remainder of the Executive Council membership comprising the following: Dr. Ransford Abbey, Premier League;
Kingsley Frederick Achiampon, Premier League;
Dr. Kwesi Appiah, Premier League;
Mark Addo, Division 1 League, Vice President;
Eugene Nobel
on the global stage, and obviously on the African continent, zooming in onto Ghana. And it was always important for us to engage and to know how far we are going, how well we are doing, and what we have to do to make it much better. I'll say thank you to FIFA. Thanks to FIFA for the support via various schemes, whether through the Forward program or the many other interventions that FIFA has introduced.
Partnerships.
Our Football Association has indeed enjoyed amazing support from corporate Ghana in the past, and especially over the last 4.5 years under my leadership. And we have indeed been honored to have quite a number of corporate sponsors coming into partnership with the Ghana Football Association to support our developmental agenda.
The Ghana Football Association over the year under review signed partnerships with 5-Star Energy Drink and Lily. These partnerships were expected to enhance the camping experiences of various national teams, especially the age category teams.
At Multipack, we are thrilled and honored to be part of this journey with the GFA.
Thank you once again to the Ghana Football Association for your trust and collaboration. Let's together make this happen.
This administration, we will be able sponsors. We can't be that. Now, corporate time we say bidem de bi sika pa na so kakra de na topa ye o sponsorship bebrebe kura I don't think it's a mere madam for maybe be a question entity me nya show sponsorship do do sa moon na penso e ono na ye e bibi a sse de ye ka ye de bona paso.
Competitions.
Mukwala with the lovely W. Mukwala! The GFA successfully organized all its core competitions, namely the Ghana Premier League, Division 1 League, MTN FA Cup, Women's Premier League, Women's Division 1 League, and the Women's FA Cup.
All regional leagues were also successfully organized throughout the length and breadth of the country. The Ghana Premier League was won by FC Summertex 1996, who were in only their second season in the top flight of Ghana football.
FC Summertex defied all odds to win the prize GPL trophy and thus qualified to play in the prestigious 2024-2025 CAF Champions League.
The magic is hard work, commitment from the players, hard work from management, motivation from the investor, Richard Sanchez. We are very grateful to him. He supported us very well.
The feeling is amazing, man. It's amazing. What can I express my feelings right now? I'm overly excited.
Just look at me right now. Just look at me right now. I'm very much excited. I'm very much excited. Thank you to everybody.
Great Olympics. Tanabo Fakwa and Rio Tamale United were relegated from the Ghana Premier League in a relegation dogfight that went all the way down to the wire. The MTN FA Cup was also won by a club that is in its second season as a Premier League side in Swatraman FC.
All hail the champions! He got a strategic recruitment policy that has ended in glory. Champions of the FA Cup in Swatraman.
The very competitive zonal Division 1 leagues also ended successfully with Young Apostles FC, Basake Holy Stars and Vision FC qualifying from zones 1, 2 and 3 respectively.
Young Apostles are in the Premier League. We are here to stay. We have everything in place to play the Premier League. Those who doubted us, those who are still doubting that we don't have anything, we are telling them that when the day starts, when the league starts, or when the commencement of the league and we start our preparation, you will know that Gsce has come to stay.
The Women's Premier League was annexed by Azakes Ladies, who defied perennial rivals Ampem Dakwan Ladies in the championship playoff. The Women's FA Cup was also won by Army Ladies after they paid Police Ladies by a solitary goal in the final.
Under this current administration, definitely, without mince and words, being objective as I can, women's football has indeed developed and attained its height. A very good process that is in the right directive, and that this current administration being spearheaded by the President, Gsce, doing so much well. Look at the sponsors that have been brought on board for the first time. I would like to touch on the broadcast right. For the first time in Ghana's football history, we've seen women's football being brought to the doorsteps of every football loving fan. And this is a real thing, an unprecedented one, not even rare, an unprecedented thing that has happened in women's football in Ghana.
And for us at the FA, it can only be a good foundation towards building the game stronger. FIFA also have very strong eyeballs on developing the women's game across the world, and the extent to which we are looking to develop the game ties in with FIFA's interest in bringing inclusivity.
The Women's Division 1 League, Regional Division 2 Leagues and District Division 3 and Coach Leagues were also successfully organized throughout the length and breadth of the country. Regional football associations, in conjunction with the competition department of the Ghana Football Association, successfully organized various playoffs at regional and zonal levels to determine qualifications and final standings of clubs across the various leagues.
We are not expecting much. We just won the trophy.
So I know we are well prepared and we can do our best to take the cup home.
Motivation is there. Everything that's supposed to be given to the team has been done, and we believe that we are okay from now.
The fourth edition of the KGL Foundation Inter-Regional Under-17 Coach Championship was successfully held in Prampram at the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence.
He gets the better of his opponent. Eventually, Team
Western Football Region triumphed after about 2 weeks of grueling football action.
Ladies and gentlemen, KGL Under-17 Inter-Regional Coach Champions, Western Region.
KGL Foundation finds this year's edition of the tournament very successful. We commend the GFA for pulling up a beautiful event. Again, we're looking to see our partnership strengthen. Some of the gray areas that we have identified, we'll discuss with the GFA behind closed doors and see how we could collectively work around that to ensure that the partnership is strengthened and Ghana's football is put at the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, KGL Under-17 Inter-Regional Coach Champions, Western Region.
I always tell people that if we want to succeed at the top, we need to pay more attention to those at the down, especially the grassroots. And it's a good thing that the FA has come out with this, that every region will have to present an under-15 team, which is the girls. We are starting with the girls. This will help in the first place to identify the talent within the grassroots. It will also help the national team coaches, especially the U15 national team coaches, to have a broader scouting area that they will be able to see everybody coming from these 10 football regions that we have. So it's very important.
Maiden edition of the late U15 Girls Championship was also played under the thematic lines of the Ghana Football Association's implementation of FIFA's Talent Development Scheme, TDS. The Maiden Championship was won by Ashanti region, with remarkable performances being put up by all the participating regions.
For the ongoing Elite U15 Girls Championship, it's
been a grueling encounter here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence.
The Division 1 League Super Cup was another hotly contested competition that ended with Vision FC ultimately beating Oko United in a thrilling penalty shootout after their final match had ended in a goalless stalemate.
So they reached.
For the very first time in several years, Ghana's two representatives, Gsce Dreams FC, qualified to the group stage of the CAF Champions League and the Confederations Cup respectively. Dreams FC went further, going all the way through to the semi-finals of the Confederations Cup. The first time this has been done since 2004.
They are into the final four of the Confederation Cup.
The Black Princesses qualified for the FIFA's Under-20 Women's World Cup being held in Colombia.
This time round, we are motivated to go again and make a mark.
Chance for Ghana. Here is Mukarama!
The Black Sharks qualified for this year's edition of the competition after defeating Cote d'Ivoire 5-3 in Qatar and 5-2 in Abidjan in the return leg, securing a 10-5 aggregate win.
Ghana hosted the WAFU Under-17 Zone B qualifiers, finishing 4th in the qualifying championship.
Forward again. Another opportunity for a shot on target. The avalanche of goals has begun.
The Black Stars did not have a good outing at the AFCON held in Cote d'Ivoire, but have since shown signs of bouncing back 2 days after winning back-to-back World Cup qualifiers under the new coach Otto Addo.
The Satelites invade the pitch.
In the year under review, the Ghana Football Association Executive Council also took the visionary step to create 8 additional age national teams to ensure the pool of talent available to national selectors for the national teams that engage in international competitions will be widened. The association now has a total of 20 national teams, majority of whom are catered for exclusively by the association.
One may ask, how are we going to, get them busy, get games for them and all that? Plan is to go to camp at least twice every year. Now, at the moment, we've been getting invitations for U16, U18, U19, U21. But because we do not have U16 team, we turn down those invitations. Because we do not have U19, we turn down those invitations. Because we do not have U23 and U21, we turn down those invitations. So this, decision to form new national teams will now give us the opportunity to pick up some of those invitations. They will play friendly matches in the international window for exposure, for experience, for the necessary coaching. And as we do so, we are building them for the apex.
Logistics support to clubs.
Yes, before we came to office, we had about 200 footballs, right? Just a year on, we received how many balls? 700 balls.
At every level of Ghana football, this year has seen the Ghana Football Association providing various forms of logistical support to clubs.
We've had fuel, we've had our Malcolm vouchers. The top-up of the fuel, I understand, is also in, and the vouchers from Malcolm. Financially, it has helped us a lot.
Infrastructure.
Welcome to Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, the technical center of Ghana Football Association.
The Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, located at Prampram, has gotten a new lease of life over the last year, with all the living quarters having been given a remarkable facelift. All the accommodation facilities have been renovated to much higher standard.
Ghana has been in a mode of restructuring for the past 3 years, and we've been renovating the place for all of our activities that the GFA holds. We've changed a lot of things, we've done a lot of renovation works. At Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence, we have accommodation facilities. We have a dormitory facility as well. We have a multi-purpose hall. We have different various halls that we use for various activities. We have a big compound as well. We have football pitches that we use for all activities.
With support from BetPower, a brand new synthetic surface pitch was constructed. Floodlights were installed at the FIFA pitch with support from FIFA.
Ghana is a very secured environment.
And has events booked for several programs of various departments of the FA, mainly refereeing, coaching, education, and national teams preparations.
Yes, Ghana is open to the public, but our preoccupation is the activities of the Ghana Football Association. But if anybody wants to use the place, it's subject to availability. We have our multi-purpose hall where we can use it for various different activities. We have a big compound that we can host big funerals, garden weddings, parties, etc. We are open for all other clubs as well around the vicinity to play their football and have fun.
The head office of the Ghana Football Association has seen a major renovation with a modern, well-equipped office being created for the heavily burdened Information and Communications Technology Department. New offices were also created for newly engaged senior staff as directed by the Executive Council. New staff engagements were made to strengthen the output of the Secretariat. A couple of new structures were put up at the Winkongo Ket Edwin Simeon Okreku Technical Center located in the Upper East region of Ghana.
We have already started the process to establish a second one in Ashanti region, Kumasi specifically, which will comprise of Bron Ahafo region and then Ashanti region. Students recruited from the basic schools to that academy. And then the same year, this 2024, we are opening another one in Greater Accra region. Hopefully it will be in Prampram. Then going forward, the target is to get every region one academy. So in all, we are looking at the 10 regional football regions. So maybe in the next 5, 6, 7 years, each region will have its own academy.
Judicial bodies. Our judicial bodies have enhanced their output with especially improved speed of prosecution, with the prosecutor being very proactive and timely in his execution of his mandate. There has also been a general improvement in the speed with which cases brought before the various judicial bodies were adjudicated.
Disciplinary committee, appeals committee, but the decisions, and our body grants and the charge but this time, if I be follow football, we say change about
refereeing.
As stated on several occasions and platforms by the president of the GFA, refereeing is one of the key focus areas of the association.
We've been in this course for the past 5 days and I've learned a lot of things, the amendment of the new laws and a lot more. And also one key factor that I've learned that as a referee you have to accumulate to help your work is fitness.
The Ghana Football Association Referees Department and the Referees Committee through the regional football associations has seen tremendous increase in the Catch Them Young refereeing recruitment. A total of 1,710 referees have been recruited under this futuristic and visionary policy of the President of the Ghana Football Association and the Executive Council. As part of the refereeing development and enhancement, the department in the year under review purchased 30 new Vocero Quadra 1.
First of all, I want to express my gratitude to the Ghana Football Association for selecting me or organizing this coaching exchange program for the female national team coaches and other female coaches.
Coaching, education, and technical training. Over the year under review, a number of courses were run for coaches at all levels as well as video analysts. 89 coaches successfully acquired CAF License A certificate, with 125 picking up CAF License B qualifications. 154 License C coaches were also produced, with 1,667 coaches obtaining License D certificate. GFA Foundation.
To thank the GFA Foundation for partnering with the Ghana Prison Service to make this sort of wonderful presentation to the inmates and officers alike.
As part of the drive by the Ghana Football Association to enhance its community engagement, the Ghana Football Association Ghana Prisons Project was launched in the year under review.
There's no need to cry.
In football, we learn that sometimes you can lose a match. But when you do lose a match, you need to try again another day. So we believe in giving these inmates a second chance to put their lives back on track. As the FA Foundation, we believe in football's potential to bring unity where there is hate, impartiality and equality where there is discrimination.
The GFA Foundation has led this project and has already covered 6 prisons with interventions by way of presenting footballs, caution cards and jerseys, which fall under the equipment pillar of this project.
Prison that people find themselves in is not the end of their journey in life. Anybody at all can find himself behind bars. So for thinking about the inmates who are in prison, incarceration, it is my prayer that those who are outside there will also use this as a medium to see what the GFA Foundation is doing for the less privileged in society, to also emulate.
In addition to this, advocacy forms a major thrust of this project, which has the broad goal of reducing stigmatization of prisons and prisoners.
My coconuts will be planted here. I'm planting my mango here.
Again, the GFA Foundation led the GFA to partner the Forestry Commission to commemorate the World Environment Day in tree planting project at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence at Prampram and also in various regions.
I planted cashew in the year of our Lord 2024, 7th of June.
As part of the World Blood Donation Day, the GFA Foundation hosted a blood donation exercise at the premises of the Ghana Football Association, and this activity was well patronized by organized supporters groups, the general public and staff, as well as leadership of the FA. The 2023-2024 activity year has undoubtedly been a very busy, interesting and active one. Our clubs have enjoyed tremendous support by way of logistical support and capacity building, with coach education and refereeing also seeing major investments. The boost in infrastructure has...
Before I go to the next item on the agenda, I bring you compliments from our former chairman, Nana Sambro Butler. I also bring you greetings from our ex-vice presidents, Mr. George Efriye and Mr. Fred Krenzel, and also greetings from the former General Secretary, Mr. Kofi Insia. They would have loved to be here, but unfortunately, other issues and responsibilities have taken them away from us. But they say hello. Thank you. Okay. So we go to the next item on the agenda, and this is the point where we have to get our energy renewed and welcome to the podium the Sector Minister, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf.
Thank you so much. The President of the Ghana Football Association, my good friend and brother, Mr. Kurt Edwin Simon Okreku, the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association, the former Chief Justice of our Republic, Justice Enim Yabua, members of Congress, the head coach of the senior national team, our blaster, and I can see our legends, some of our legends here. I can see Mohamed Polo, who play a very crucial role. He has paid his dues. I can see the Golden Razak. I can see Ibrahim Sande. I can also see the Capito, John Mensah. I can see Tony Balfour seated there. And these are people that we must celebrate on a day like this. Distinguished media and distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to join you here for the 30th ordinary session of the Congress of the Ghana Football Association. I extend my warmest greetings and appreciation to the leadership and members of the Ghana Football Association for their unwavering commitment to the development of football in Ghana. I would like to commend the Ghana Football Association for its forward-thinking policy of including more women in our football ecosystem by offering free coaching licenses to women and ex-footballers. This initiative is not just about promoting gender equality, but it's a bold step towards ensuring that the future of Ghanaian football is inclusive and diverse. It empowers women to take up leadership role and contribute their unique perspective to the growth of the sports we all love, football. In the same vein, I wish to congratulate the Black Princesses and the Black Satelites for their remarkable achievement at the 13th African Games, Accra 2023. Winning gold is not a small feat, and your dedication, hard work, team spirit have made the nation proud. You have set a high standard for the next generation of footballers, and your victories will inspire young athletes across the country. Our clubs have also made us proud on the continental stage. Dreams FC journey to the semi-finals of the CAF Confederation Cup and Mediama FC qualification to the group stage of the CAF Champions League are testaments to the growing strength and competitiveness of our domestic football. Your successes underscore the potential of Ghanaian football, not only to strive legacy, but also excel internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, the government remain committed to sports development in Ghana, and we have initiated various projects aimed at enhancing our sports infrastructure and promoting the growth of sports across the country. This initiative includes the construction of the 10 multipurpose sports stadiums across Ghana in the then 10 regions, bringing world-class facility closer to the community, the ongoing upgrading and renovation of existing sports facilities, including the Accra Sports Stadium, the Kumasi Sports Stadium, and to ensure that they meet international standard. The provision of the state-of-the-art sports facilities at the Botuma Sports Complex, which will be converted into University for Sports for Development. This institution will be dedicated to training and educating coaches, athletes, sports administrators, and positioning Ghana as the sports hub of excellence in Africa, and continue to support our national teams and athletes as they represent Ghana in international competitions, and ensuring that they have resources and support needed to excel. And also the construction of over 150 community-based sports infrastructure, popularly known as AstroTurfs, creating opportunity for talent discovery and fostering a vibrant sports culture across our great country. These initiatives are not just about building infrastructure, but they are also about investing in the future of our youth and the well-being of our society. Sports, as we all know, and especially football, play a very critical role in promoting health, education, and economic development. And we are committed to ensuring that every Ghanaian has the opportunity to participate and excel. In line with our commitment to sports development, I have directed the National Sports Authority to liaise with the Ghana Football Association and to ensure that once these facilities are upgradement and renovations are all done now, we get CAF to license some of these facilities. And some of them are the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, which government invested heavily in making sure that we use it to host the 13th African Games. We should invite CAF for CAF to come and license the stadium. Also, the recently commissioned Takwa and Aboso Stadium. I've directed an NSA to liaise with the Ghana Football Association to get CAF to also get us approval